the meditation workshops yourself, what would you say for you has been the greatest gift that meditation has given you personally?
Everybody is looking for love. Many people think love is all about pleasure. But in response to your question on meditation, the greatest gift which meditation has bestowed upon me is a proper understanding of what is love. And I realized that love is about pain and not pleasure. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a beautiful description which defines love. Pragadha premer ei swabhav achar nijadukka vignadir no kore vichar. In this it is described that in every relationship there could be various problems. Scarcity, impediment, discomfort, unhappiness, change, uncertainty, lack of reciprocation and separation. All of these may happen in a relationship, but if the relationship continues, then that is defined as love. And as I described before, how to please selflessly the object of your love and how to serve tirelessly. And so, in my experience, love is something which is extremely rare, extremely valuable, and extremely difficult to process unless we are willing to put ourselves through a system of purification. And then when we purify ourselves, then lust, which is like iron, transforms into love, which is like gold. So in my experience for several years, meditation has really given me an entrance into this arena of a totally new paradigm of what love is, which scriptures describe as devotional service. Service without any selfish considerations. I share this example that when we began our Govinda's restaurant in our Chopati temple many years ago, we decided that we will have pizza. And it was Radhanath Swami's idea to have pizza. This was 2004. And we were not really experienced in making pizzas. And, some of us used to make our own version of pizza, which was, take a couple of loaves of bread and put some tomato ketchup and have some fried vegetables. And it was what we would call as pizza. And we thought that is it. So when Maharaj said we should have pizza, I mentioned to him, I don't think this is an item which we can sell in a restaurant. And he looked at me and said, which pizza are you referring to? The one which you guys feed me? I said, that's what pizza we know. And he looked at me and said, that which you feed me is not pizza, it's a perverted reflection of pizza. And then we had someone come from New York and he gave us the entire recipe of an authentic Italian New York pizza, thin crust. And for the first time in life, I saw artichoke hearts. And I didn't know any of this, and I was initiated into appreciating what a pizza is. So the word pizza was being used by us, but the experience was something else. The word pizza remained the same, but we were ascribing or superimposing the word pizza on some other product which was giving a different experience. The whole world is speaking about love. Songs are being sung by movie actors and actresses and singers and rock stars about love. Novels are being sold in the millions which are centered around the theme of love. But all of these descriptions are referring to an experience of selfish personal pleasure. Whereas the description as given in the Vedic scriptures is love means service without selfish consideration. So this has been the greatest revelation as far as meditation is concerned for me in my own life and my journey with Radhanath Swami and my other monks.
Amazing. People often question how can anything be truly selfless if you know that it's good for you? And I want to hear your perspective on that, because I'm sure people have said to you that how can anything be selfless? Because if I know that it's good for me to do service and I'm serving, then it's not selfless. So how do you respond to that?
The soul by nature is designed to serve. So sugar by nature is sweet and water by nature is liquid. So when we perform an activity and function which is as per nature and as how it has been designed, one experiences harmony, and that harmony produces the greatest efficiency. And so the soul by nature is designed to serve. When we engage in serving and pleasing, that effect of serving and pleasing, it actually produces the greatest joy from within. And therefore, there are 4 levels of motivation. And that's what has kept me going in my 30 years as a monk. The lowest level is motivation by desire. The lowest level is motivation by fear. The next is motivation by desire. Above that is motivation by the sense of duty. And the highest is to be motivated by the sense of love. So if you analyze all these 4 levels, you will see actions motivated by fear and desire is simply a transaction. Actions motivated by duty may result in transparency, but it is only actions inspired by love which takes us to trance. And therefore, we have to decide, do we want to lead a life based on transaction, or we want to lead a life based on trance? And so again, referring to the Chaitanya Charitamrita, I quote, Bahu parishrama chandana remuna anila anand badhila mane dukkhana ganila. Madhavendra Puri, a great saint, he indulged in very hard work to get. Madhavendra Puri, a great saint, he actually got a whole load of sandalwood to please his worshipable Lord Gopal. And in that process, he experienced so many impediments and difficulties. But this verse reveals that Ananda badhila mane dukkhana ganila. His bliss increased. And he did not consider that in any way, shape or form to be creating any distress for him. And a very important word is used, dukkhana ganila. Ganila basically means count, to keep an account. When we keep an account, it is a business transaction. When we are serious about something, when we mean business, we keep account. If I lend money to someone, and if I am running a business, so I keep account of how much I have earned, how much I have spent. If someone is intent upon losing weight, they count their calories. So whenever there is seriousness and business-like dealing, the principle of keeping account comes. Dukkhana ganila means, is our relationship a business-like transaction, where I keep account of how much I have done for you and how much distress I have gone through and how many difficulties I have gone through in this relationship, if I keep account of that, then it is a business-like relationship. When a child is screaming in the middle of the night, the mother spontaneously gets up to pacify the child. The mother never tells other people in the family, I am not on night shift, or I don't have overtime. How much will you pay? No, because she is just concerned out of a principle of selfless service to the child. And therefore, in a relationship inspired by love, one is in trance because we do not keep count of what difficulties we have to go through in that relationship, because we are simply concerned with pleasing the other person. And I believe that when I have led my life in this particular capacity as a monk, it has been keeping in mind a higher principle. A soldier fights to protect others' home and hearth. A monk fights to protect others' hopes. And therefore, when people go to a pharmacy shop, they know they'll get medicine. When they go to a bookstore, they know they'll get a book. When they come to a spiritual place where such spiritual discussions are going on, why are they coming? Why are they listening to you? Why are they connecting with anything from any of our traditions? Because they are coming to receive hope. And therefore, people may think wealth is my greatest asset, position is my greatest asset, good looks are my greatest asset, political influence is my greatest asset, social acceptance is my greatest asset. But all of these are assets which can be finished and destroyed at any moment. As per Bhagavad Gita, the greatest asset is our hope. If someone has hope, even if he loses all the other things, he can still, in due course of time, do his best. And therefore, these kind of discussions evoke growth of the most important asset which each one of us have, the power and the ability to hope.